Greetings, beloved brothers and sisters. I come to you upon this name day of what you refer to as Christmas with good news. It is a day of birth for all. It is a day of allowing yourselves to know that as I am, you are. That was the message. That has always been the message. I also wish to thank you for the journey that you have undertaken, shall we say, to awaken, to remember the work that you do, the ways that you interact with one another, the energies that you have been allowing to come through have been having a deep impact on this world. There is so much love and so much support that is coming through. This is a day when many bring their hearts together, one another, meeting as family and as friends, that this day would be every day, that each day would be a mass that is celebrating the Christ. For you are, beloveds, no different than I am. You have the love that I do. You have the grace that I do. And when you allow yourself to align with the mind, the universal mind of God consciousness, God and Goddess consciousness, call it what you will find that it is like two pieces of a puzzle that are being snapped together, or Legos. So Hannah Grace was babysitting children one time, and they had been playing with Legos, and she stepped upon a piece with a bare foot, and she truly understood what pain was. I needed to be hung on a cross to experience this kind of pain. Had there been Legos at the time, I may not have needed to have done as much. Beloveds, we laugh of this. Pain is merely a pressure, an energy that you are in resistance of. All that we say to do, beloveds, when you experience this kind of pain is to breathe and allow the energy to move through you. That's all anything is the energy of love and the energy of God. And you are indeed an embodiment of this. So whether you choose to suffer by being crucified or whether you choose to suffer through some other form of pain, understand that suffering, beloveds, it's an elective. You can choose instead to experience love and laughter and gaiety and joy and peace. And this is done through the breath, beloveds. The breath is used in all things. Allow yourself to come to stillness. Allow yourself to hear the voice of love that comes through you. Allow yourselves to surrender what you have used against yourself and against others in a world of judgment. And instead, make an election, make a choice for happiness and joy. For that is your divine birthright. We are here to untangle the mess, beloveds, and we thank you all for being part of the solution. So come, beloved brothers and sisters, bring me your questions. We have not had the chance to do this for what have been your cycles, and we would love to be with you at this time, in this experience, to celebrate you. Who feels bold enough to engage with us?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, beloved.
I was just curious what you would call something on Christmas Day that makes you feel the most connected and loved to us.
Beloveds, when you gather together, and has been stated when two or more gather in the name of love, this brings joy to all of us that are watching, all of us that are guiding. When you allow yourselves to love one another, when you allow yourselves to remember, for beloveds, that is what you are doing. You are in the process of remembering what it is to be in the presence of your own divinity. When you come together, this brings us the greatest joy. When you allow your hearts to touch one another, when you allow your minds to come together in unison, it is like watching a swarm of birds or a school of fish. It's fascinating. And when you all come together in the same way, beloveds, we are moved to joy. We are moved to love. We love you, precious being.
That's gorgeous. Thank you.
Indeed, we know the joy that you have in you being with your family, being with your children. Understand that we look upon you as our family and as our children. Thank you for your query. You know I am with you.
I know you are. Thank you. I love you.
I love you. Beloved, when you all return to Israel, we will have the opportunity to speak, to remember, to travel, to let pieces of the puzzle reconnect, for memories to come forth, for understanding. So Hannah Grace is feeling a sense of love as she lets water leak from her eyes.
Me too.
Beloveds, her friend Jorg has just messaged her. Would one of you please invite him to come forth, if he is able? He is quite precious to us, as you all are. Beloved Brother Willem, we thank you for your support of Sahana Grace. We thank you for the tenderness, the kindness, and the friendship and the laughter that the two of you experienced together.
Yes.
She tells you this, but understand that to Miriam and to I, we hold an absolute fondness for you,
Thank you.
beloved one. For all of you, beloveds, please understand that you indeed were present with us. You could not come into this frequency had you not been there with us. You had various roles and various modalities of interaction, but you have all chosen to come here. We had conversations of these incarnations prior, and we thank you for what you are bringing forth. We thank you for the light that you are emitting. We thank you for all that you are doing for mankind. Continue to open your hearts, beloveds. Continue to allow the ice that you have surrounded yourselves with to melt. Continue to allow yourselves the grace of the love of creation to be with you always. What other questions do you have for us, beloved brothers and sisters? You may not even want to ask a question. You may just want to speak.
Yes, I don't have a question, Jeshua, but I do want to take this opportunity to thank you for everything you've done and are doing. The wisdom text that you've been bringing forth over the decades. And within this incarnation, for persuading me to come on this journey of the way of mastery. This group has been truly transformative, especially this year. And I couldn't be happier and I couldn't be more grateful. So thank you to you and everyone that is involved in that. I really appreciate it.
We love you, brother, and understand that what is to come for you in the next 3 years, you will be more grateful than you have ever been. And we see what is there, and we would like to extend our gratitude too for the journey that you are embarking upon, for you have only just begun. There is much more that is coming forth. Continue the conversations that you and I have, beloved, for there is much more to be revealed.
Great, thank you.
I thank you. So Hannah Grace is expanding her capacity to love. She has allowed herself to surrender to what she is referring to as the safety of the heart to open even more broadly. She is allowing herself to melt. And she feels that she is coming undone in the process. And in a way, she is. The egoic structure, the surrender that she granted to herself this morning, to her goddess self, will have an impact on all. For this, we thank all of you for your support of her. For she has as well been one of my teachers, as well as one of my students, as you all have.
Right.
Blessings to all of you. We love you, and we will do this more often.
Sounds great.
We thank you for your love. We love you. And indeed, we will speak with you again.